24-year-old killed during police shootout. 1,004 Tobago students to sit SCA exam on April 10th. Women of the Protective Services celebrate International Women's Day in Scarborough, and Diana Webster-Roy shares her experience as a female politician. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Monday, 10th March 2025. To our top story this evening. A man identified as 24-year-old Emmanuel Daniel of Easterfield Road, Mason Hall, was shot and killed in an exchange of gunfire with police. According to police reports, around 7:30 this morning, officers received information that the suspect was in possession of a firearm. Members of the TD Intelligence Unit and the Divisional CID went to the said location. There, the suspect was found in a house in possession of a Uzi machine gun. In accordance with the use of force policy, police discharged their firearms in the direction of the suspect, who sustained gunshot injuries. He was later taken to the Scarborough General Hospital, where he died. Police confirmed that Daniel was indeed armed. When confronted, he reportedly fired at the officers first, prompting them to return fire. He was also known to police for various offences, including murder. Authorities have confirmed that the weapon was recovered. An investigation into the incident is currently ongoing. Well, to other news now, Tobago is preparing for the 2025 Secondary Entrance Assessment, which is scheduled for Thursday, April 10th. In a press release issued today, the Division of Education, Research and Technology stated it is in the final stretch of preparations to ensure a smooth exam day for the 1,004 registered students who will sit the test across 40 centers. This includes 34 private candidates. To support students with special needs, the division noted that 25 special concession applications have been approved. Schools are also being checked for electrical and plumbing issues ahead of the exam. Training for exam personnel takes place on April 3rd, and the division assured strict protocols will be in place, including a no-phone rule for assessment supervisors. Exam scripts will be securely handled by education officials. The division assures parents and students that every measure is being taken to create the best environment for this critical milestone. Well, earlier today, women of the Protective Services took to the streets of Scarborough in a powerful demonstration to mark International Women's Day, which was celebrated on Saturday. Other women who were lucky enough to meet the women in uniform were treated to chocolate. Inspector Mahalia Bacchus of the TTPS, who coordinated the event, said the theme was Embracing Equality.
And all the women from the various services were here in Scarborough, meeting and greeting members of the public. We handed out chocolates to the ladies that were passing, wishing everybody a happy International Women's Day and a good day.
Two officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment also shared their thoughts about the event and offered advice to young women.
Today we were in Scarborough showing our dominance as females
for the Women's Day.
World's International Women's Day, which was celebrated on Saturday. So we just want to encourage women to know that we are strong, we are powerful and we are empowered. So stay empowered. Happy International Women's Day.
And keep up the law of the land.
We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
The Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm. on Easter Weekend 2025. Tobago is the place to be from April 17th to 20th. The Rhythm, the Soul of Tobago. On Thursday, April 17th, get ready for a worship experience at the Shore Park Complex with Melodies from Heaven. Melodies from Heaven. Then on Saturday, 19th April, immerse yourself in the sun, sea, and sand at the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, featuring legends of R&B. On Sunday, 20th April, we bring the curtains down at Parade Grounds, Dwight York Stadium for Fusion. Get your tickets on islandetickets.com now or visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back. So, there was a time when politics was seen as a male-dominated field. However, advocacy for gender equality and women's rights has created more opportunities for women to serve in public office. But what is that experience like? Well, during an interview on the Tobago Updates morning show, Member of Parliament for Tobago East and Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for gender and child affairs, Ayanna Webster Roy, shared her perspective on being a female politician. Joshel Dan tells us more.
Over the years, our country has witnessed the rise of powerful women in public office. Member of Parliament Ayanna Webster Roy acknowledged that while there have been challenges, one of the key principles to remember when entering politics is to stay true to oneself.
You spoke about disrespect. I've experienced that. You also spoke about being respected, being seen, being valued. I've experienced that. So throughout your journey, you're going to face the different things. But to me, the key thing is being able to remain true to who you are.
She also stressed the importance of creating opportunities for other women in politics.
And most importantly, as a woman, being able to create a space at the table for other women and girls to say, I could also sit at the table. Because in politics, it's important for us as women to recognize that our voice around the table isn't just something that's cursory, it is necessary.
She dispelled the notion that women in politics must adopt a tough persona and noted that it is okay to embrace a softer side, as this authenticity can inspire young women to pursue leadership roles in various fields.
We'd have had former female parliamentarians going through the journey of pregnancy within the parliament and the nation being open and seeing that, and bringing that softer side to what should be, what people think should be a male-dominated and tough role. But the fact that we are able to come into this table, to this space, and be genuine in our own beings, then we empower others to aim for similar positions.
While the focus is on women for International Women's Day, MP Webster Roy reminds us that one of the greatest allies in women's empowerment is a man.
As we take this journey towards women's empowerment, the greatest ally you could have on that journey is a man.
That's right.
Who understands the power that a woman brings to the table.
Yes, because we create
and a man is
balance.
confident in himself to know that, if my woman, if my sister, if my mother is able to be the best version of herself, then we all win.
She also announced that a series of events tailored for women and girls will take place from March through April in celebration of International Women's Day. Joshel Dan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Finance Minister Colm Imbert insists that $2.6 billion is not missing from the financial accounts for fiscal 2023. However, opposition MP Devandranath Tanku argues that the minister has yet to prove where the money went. In 2024, the Auditor General reported that $2.6 billion was unaccounted for. Imbert responded, saying it was an accounting error made by public servants within the Finance Ministry. But Tanku is not convinced, calling the explanation unsatisfactory. More from Candice Jackson.
When the Auditor General refused to accept changes to the national accounts for fiscal 2023 after the deadline had passed and $2.6 billion was flagged as unaccounted for, the matter went to court and eventually reached the Privy Council. The Privy Council ruled that Finance Minister Colm Imbert should be investigated for the initial accounting error. Opposition MP Devandranath Tanku supports this decision and rejects Imbert's repeated claims that no money was missing.
Based on numerous statements by Colm Imbert himself and the multiple documents in the public domain bearing signatures of officials of the Ministry of Finance, $2.6 billion have not been accounted for in our national accounts for the financial year 2023.
Tanku believes Imbert's attempts to tarnish the Auditor General's reputation still do not explain why the error occurred in the first place.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, the national accounts of Trinidad and Tobago remain incomplete for 2023 because Imbert and his government are focused not on dealing with the problem, but on a personal vendetta against the character of a woman who stood strong on professional ethics.
Tanku is convinced that the unaccounted $2.6 billion is not just an oversight, but evidence of the finance minister's mismanagement of public funds.
It is a blatant dereliction of duty and an absolute failure on the part of the Minister of Finance, whose primary responsibility is to ensure proper financial management and accountability.
While Minister Imbert remains defensive, Tanku insists the country is still owed an explanation for how $2.6 billion was spent in fiscal 2023.
Has it been deposited into the consolidated funds without having been audited? Is it sitting somewhere in somebody's personal bank account generating interest? Has it already been used despite the fact that it has not been audited as required by law?
According to Tanku, if the minister is truly innocent, he should have no problem presenting the necessary supporting documents. He added that regardless of the political spin by Imbert, he cannot escape the troubling findings of the Auditor General. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, opposition MP Devandranath Tanku has expressed concern over incoming Prime Minister Stuart Young's intention to police social media. This follows statements Young made at a PNM International Women's Day function, where he claimed that social media negatively impacted women in Trinidad and Tobago and threatened democracy. Tanku has rejected Young's plans.
Is the government now saying that they are going to limit use, they're going to police the use of social media? Is that what the government is saying? Because logically, social media is there for a purpose. And a lot of the information coming out against this government has been via social media. It's very interesting that that has become the issue for the minister.
Tanku accused Young of wanting to legislate social media for more sinister reasons, suggesting that his intentions go beyond protecting women and democracy.
Because social media provided evidence of his misconduct, his attack against a female parliamentarian, that he now commits to looking and policing social media is Stuart Young looking at policing social media because he was caught in flagrante abusing a female parliamentarian.
Tanku was referring to Young's use of a derogatory term against opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bisasa in Parliament. The clip was widely circulated on social media. Young subsequently apologized in Parliament for his remarks. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
PDP political leader Watson Duke is warning incoming Prime Minister Stuart Young to be cautious with his public statements. This comes after Young indicated that upon taking office in a week, he would strengthen laws against domestic violence and increase penalties for offenders. Young made the remarks at the Prime Minister's breakfast to commemorate International Women's Day. Duke said that these statements suggest that despite being Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley's right-hand man, Young had not done enough for women in this area.
After all he would have done, you are saying, by not saying it, enough was not done, and you will make more. That is not a good sign for someone who is waiting to be knighted or to have oil in your forehead as the Prime Minister.
According to Duke, if Young truly wanted to address issues affecting women, he would consider the plight of domestic workers in the country.
And to know that you are coming up with that whole point as a big point, that you are going to strengthen the laws on domestic violence to protect women, is an irrelevant point at this point in time. Let's talk about the downtrodden, who has no one to fight for them. The domestic workers of this country are not classified as workers according to law.
Duke also criticized the Young's announcement over the weekend that, as Prime Minister, he would seek to legislate social media use. At a PNM function for Women's Day, Young revealed that the government would reform laws related to social media due to its negative impact on women and society. He also criticized social media as a threat to democracy.
You want to do something, think about something that makes sense. Not internet. And you want to clamp down on that. People sharing things about women, come on. I'm expecting better from you.
He warned Young about being too eager and making statements about what he would do as Prime Minister without fully considering the consequences. The weather report is up next. Stay with us.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
How it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be generally fair and cool despite a few isolated showers after midnight. Tonight's temperature drops to 23 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, a few isolated showers favoring the early morning period will interrupt a generally hot, sunny and at times breezy day. Nighttime will be mostly fair and cool. Daytime temperatures are set to reach 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 35 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. The sunrise is expected at 6:12 and the sunset at 6:13. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. 24-year-old killed during shootout with police. 1,004 Tobago students to sit SEA exam on April 10th. Women of the Protective Services celebrate International Women's Day in Scarborough. And Diana Webster-Roy shares her experience as a female politician. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.